The Mandalorian is a live-action series in the Star Wars franchise that follows the adventures of a lone bounty hunter in the outer reaches of the galaxy. The series begins 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, 1983, and the fall of the Galactic Empire. The Mandalorian, whose real name is Din Djarin, is hired by a mysterious client who is a remnant of the Empire to retrieve a Force-sensitive child known as Grogu, but instead decides to protect him from his pursuers. Along the way, he meets allies and enemies, such as Cara Dune, a former rebel shock trooper, Greef Karga, the leader of the Bounty Hunters Guild, Moff Gideon, an ambitious Imperial warlord, and Fennec Shand, a ruthless assassin. In the upcoming videos, we will cover the complete story of The Mandalorian, so stay connected and subscribe to enjoy the complete season story in few minutes during your busy routine. The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi and 25 years before The Force Awakens. Here's a breakdown of the timeline and major events. Chapter 1. The Mandalorian accepts a job to capture a 50-year-old target. He discovers that the target is a child of Yoda's species and decides to protect him from the remnants of the Galactic Empire. Chapter 2. The Mandalorian seeks refuge on the planet Sorgan, where he helps a village fend off raiders. He meets and forms a bond with ex-rebel shock trooper Cara Dune. Chapter 3. The Mandalorian teams up with a group of bounty hunters to capture a target, but they betray him and try to kill him. He defeats them and continues his journey with Grogu. Chapter 4. The Mandalorian seeks refuge on the planet of Tatooine, where he helps a rookie bounty hunter named Toro Calican capture a target. Calican tries to betray him, but the Mandalorian kills him. Chapter 5. The Mandalorian helps a rookie bounty hunter named Fennec Shand, who has been left for dead by a group of criminals. He leaves her for dead, but is later revealed to have saved her life. Chapter 6. The Mandalorian teams up with a group of criminals to break a prisoner out of a New Republic prison ship. The criminals betray him, but he ultimately gets the upper hand and turns them over to the New Republic. Chapter 7. The Mandalorian teams up with Cara Dune and former Imperial sharpshooter-turned-mercenary Greef Karga to take down an Imperial remnant on the planet Navarro. Chapter 8. The Mandalorian teams up with his allies to defend a village from the Imperial remnant, led by Moff Gideon. Gideon captures Grogu, leaving the Mandalorian to seek out help in rescuing him. Chapter 9. The Mandalorian seeks out the help of a group of Mandalorians to help him find other Mandalorians who can help him rescue Grogu. Chapter 10. The Mandalorian helps a group of farmers protect their crops from a group of raiders, who are ultimately revealed to be working for a giant alien creature. Chapter 11. The Mandalorian teams up with the alien mercenary Mayfeld to infiltrate an Imperial refinery and destroy a valuable shipment. Chapter 12. The Mandalorian helps a group of fishermen protect their village from a group of pirates. He discovers that bo-katan Kryze, a former member of Death Watch, is also seeking Moff Gideon. Chapter 13. The Mandalorian travels to a planet to find other Mandalorians who can help him locate Moff Gideon's ship. He discovers that the planet is home to a Jedi, Ahsoka Tano, who agrees to help him find Grogu. Chapter 14. The Mandalorian teams up with former Imperial sharpshooter Fennec Shand and notorious criminal Boba Fett to infiltrate an Imperial ship and retrieve coordinates to Moff Gideon's ship. Chapter 15. The Mandalorian returns to Navarro and reunites with Greef Karga and Cara Dune to plan their attack on Moff Gideon's ship. Chapter 16. The Mandalorian and his allies storm Moff Gideon's ship, fighting their way to Grogu's cell. They defeat Gideon, but not before he destroys his own ship in an attempt to kill them all. The Mandalorian is given the Darksaber by bo-katan Kryze, indicating that she sees him as the rightful ruler of Mandalore. However, the Mandalorian has no interest in ruling Mandalore and gives the Darksaber to bo-katan. He then sets off with Grogu to find a suitable Jedi to train him. Overall, The Mandalorian has been praised for its strong storytelling, character development, and visual effects. It has introduced new characters and expanded the Star Wars universe in exciting ways, while also paying homage to the original trilogy. Fans are eagerly anticipating the upcoming season and the continuation of the Mandalorian's journey with Grogu.